Greetings, everyone. I'm Katye Anna, and I'm going to give Facebook a little time to hunt for people. Let's see, fix my hair a little bit. You know, this camera thing really works. Today is the first day of 21 days of conscious creating. Hi, Wendy. Thank you for joining us. And I'm really excited about this. On Thursday, I woke up and they said to do this, to create this 21-day challenge about conscious creating. Hi, Lloyd. Welcome. And so as it got going, more and more people wanted to sign up. And so we moved it to today. So today is the first day of conscious creating, and I'm so excited about it. Conscious creating is all about stepping up as the creative force of love that we were each born to be. Now, I know that many times we move around this planet forgetting that, but that's why we're doing the 21-day challenge. During this 21-day challenge, I'm going to be coming on Facebook every day. I'm going to try and come on usually at 9 a.m. in the morning, but you know, sometimes I won't be able to. But I'm going to be coming on every day with new challenges, okay? And today, I simply want to ask each one of you, are you ready to sign on for the 21-day Conscious Creating Challenge? Are you ready to join me and an amazing group of people all over the planet? Good morning, Don. Are you ready to do this? You know, because we believe that by doing something like this, it brings us closer together. You know, we connect with each other, and we begin to really own that we are the creative force. You know, so many times, Wendy says, heck yeah, she's ready. So many times, you know, we get up and we just kind of create the same experiences over and over today. And so one of your challenges is going to be, you know, waking up every day and starting with the 10 to 20 minute kickstart of your day. That's going to be tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. Let me see. We have, I have my computer set up here to help me with some of this. Day 3 of the challenge, I'm going to talk about turning all electronics off a half an hour to an hour before going to bed. And not turning them on during the night, you know, until you wake up. Now, part of the other challenge is going to be not turning your computers and phones on and stuff until after you do your 10 to 20 minutes. You know, so think about that. These are all challenges, and I think some of them will be challenging for all of us. My son reminded me yesterday that part of the 21-day challenge is me showing up every day. So that's going to be my commitment first and foremost. So I want to go over just a little bit this morning what the creed of a conscious creator is, and I have it right here. And it is, I am a conscious creator. I live from my heart, and I am guided by my soul. I create in love, and I seek to create experiences where the common good of all is at the forefront of what I create. I am motivated to create change in the world through love that will impact the masses, understanding that we can only succeed together. I use right speech to motivate, encourage, support, uplift, and inspire others to do the same. As a conscious creator, I converge in love. I take responsibility for my thoughts and my emotions, and I embrace that we can only succeed together. So, do you agree with that? You know, that this is what we're seeking to do. We're seeking to show up and have lives that are really guided by our souls. And what does that mean, to be living a life guided by your soul? Well, first and foremost, that means you have to be in touch with your heart, because the world of spirit and our hearts, the world of spirit and our soul speaks to us through our heart. And so part of this 21-day challenge is to connect with your heart and to release the wounds that you're holding there. Because many times people will say to me, how do I learn to connect with angels and guides and people who are birthed in the spirit? How do I learn to listen to that guidance? It's by following the way of the heart. And when you follow the way of your heart, when your heart is open to love, it's amazing what you can create. You know, the only directive we have, everyone has the same directive when they come here to the planet. And it is stay open to love. Stay open to love. Now we know as a race of beings who are predominantly reactive creators, that staying open to love is very difficult. Because what happens is an experience happens and we hear about it, we see it on the news, we read it in a Facebook, feed, somebody calls us up and tells us, did you hear what happened? And whether it's in your private life or on the world scale, we react to these things and we close down, because remember, when you're in reactive mode, you're not staying open to love. There's no way that you can be in reactive mode and open to love. And that's something that we're going to talk about during these 21 days. And so part of the 21-day challenge is really understanding your own triggers. It begins with your triggers. We all, based on our childhood stuff and our experiences, we're all passionate about something. What you might be passionate about might not even be on my box. So during these 21 days, we're going to talk about our passion, because you know what? We all are passionate beings. And again, I believe innately we are all, every one of us, are beings of love. So part of the conscious creating challenge is to begin to see, oh boy, here we go, to begin to see everyone on the planet, everyone as a being of love. Yesterday I went to church with Stephen. Stephen was a minister for 40 years, and we come together in this beautiful relationship. And he wanted to go to church yesterday, and I wanted to go with him. And the minister talked about an experience that happened close to me, in Lancaster. Lancaster is an hour away, and there's a lot of Amish people there. And of course, this made world news. And a man went into a school and killed, I forget how many children. Now, the Amish walk the way of love. They really seek to live a life of non-violence, And so what did they do with this tragedy? What did they do with this horrific act? Here are these people that walk in love that, I don't even know if they own guns, but this person came in and did this. What did the Amish do the day after they buried their daughters, their children, their sisters? They went to the funeral of the man who shot their children, who killed them. And they hugged the mother and the wife of the man that shot their children. They converged in love. They stayed open to love, despite the horrific thing that happened to them. They stayed open to love. I don't know if I could have done that. I don't know many people that when these things happen, because what happens is we close down our hearts. And so part of conscious creating is really understanding, your own reactions and what causes you to pull in your energy field, to shut down, because as conscious creators, we come from the heart and we're guided by the soul, and we create love in all our experiences. And so here we are doing this 21-day challenge together. And during this 21 days, I'm going to ask you to look at that creed every day. We have it up on the Conscious Creating page on Facebook. I'm going to ask you to look at that creed every day. And how's that doing in your life? Okay? Again, we're living in times of great change. The shift, we're in it. We've been talking about it for years. And now we're in it. Mother Earth and all of its inhabitants are changing. We are not spiraling out of control. I know it feels like that. That's why conscious creating is really important. Because the Earth and the people on it are not spiraling out of control. But we are going through an unraveling process. And this unraveling process is helping us wake up. It's bringing more and more people into an understanding of, I've got to do something different than I'm doing. I have to step up. You've heard me say it before. If you've heard me teach, you probably heard me say this before. The days of singing Kumbaya are over and sitting by the campfires. We each have to be active. We each have to be passionate about really wanting to create effective change on this planet. And when I talk about change on this planet, what I'm talking about is how are you going to show up as a creative force of love to create experiences today that are in alignment with love. The conscious creating is based on the 3 spiritual keys. Converge in love. If it's not in love, you're going to have to keep your energy out of it. That means if something triggers you, catch and release, stop and go, wait a minute, drama, I don't do drama. During these 21 days, you're going to be asked not to participate in drama. Okay? You're going to be asked to not participate in drama. You're going to be asked not to put any of your energy into things that are out of alignment with love. That means catching and releasing, and that's key too. Taking responsibility for your thoughts and your emotions. And I know that that's not easy to do because we're on autopilot. And what conscious creating is about, it tells us to get off autopilot and to really be awake and aware of what we're creating, of what we're thinking, and what we're bringing onto the planet in any given moment. What are some of the things, and put those in the little boxes for those of you who are listening, what are some of the things you want to experience today in your life? Today. Right now, today. Because part of knowing what you want to create in any given day is really important. And that's a part of the 10 to 20 minute check-in in the morning. What is it that you want to create today? I know for me, this class, of course, is a big part of what I want to create. I want to create experiences of love. Yeah, but how do I do that? Well, I'm going to be meeting one of my beautiful, beautiful soul daughters, Catherine Bond. And that's going to give me a lot of joy. So I want to experience joy today. Okay? So I want to experience joy, and I want to create a world where you can experience joy. So what do you want to create? Wendy, you're on here. What do you want to create today? I just saw a little bubble from Wendy. What do you want to create? I want to experience joy today. And so I want you to experience joy today. So let me know how you're doing with that later on in the day. Wendy gave me a heart here, so maybe she wants to, experience love. I don't know. But all I know is that when you use those 10 to 20 minutes when you first wake up and you decide what you want to create, wow, miracles can happen. When you set your intention and then you put your energy into it, that's how we create. So that's going to be a big part of understanding. Again, if you don't like what's going on in your life, if you don't like the experiences that's in your box, you change them by changing your story. You change them by changing your beliefs about it, okay? That's how powerful you are Did anyone ever tell you that you're powerful beyond your wildest dreams? Susan said, I want to create a day full of gratitude, even with some pain and sleep issues, to stay connected to my heart. Okay, so Susan's experiencing some pain and some sleep issues right now. So I want to just take a moment, Susan, and connect with you, because that's what this is about. This is about connection. And I know there's a lot of healers on here, including myself. And so, Susan, I just want you to put your awareness, not on the pain, but on your heart chakra. And just bring your awareness to your heart chakra. And Susan, I want you to take a nice deep breath. And now, those of you who are light workers, those of you who do hands-on healing, long-distance healing, let's just take a moment and send energy to Susan. So Susan, take a nice deep breath, because she's having a lot of pain. And you don't have to worry, even if you know where she's having the pain. Just send her love. And so do that now. Think of Susan. Hold her in love. And Archangel Raphael's coming in really strong for you, Susan. Oh boy, my fingers are tingling. So they're really zeroing in. Okay? So open up your heart and allow this energy to go in. Receive it, Susan. Receive the love and receive the energy. I know there's some light weaving going on for you right now. So just allow yourself to receive the light weaving. Okay, Susan? And talk about gratitude. And I want those of you who I know are part of my team that are on to continue working on Susan right now. And part of, when Susan talks about gratitude, it is being in gratitude, because although she has physical pain right now and she's dealing with sleep issues, when you practice gratitude and you do it 2 to 3 minutes. So Susan, when this is over, I ask you and everybody, and that's going to be part of the 21-day challenge, I ask everyone to practice 2 to 3 minutes of gratitude right now. In fact, and I don't think I have enough people on here right now, I would like to see some of the things that you're grateful for. Because practicing gratitude is just going, thank you for this gift of life. Thank you for this gift of my family. Thank you for my great-granddaughter. Thank you for my granddaughter, Courtney, who had this most amazing baby. Thank you. So gratitude is just doing that. Now, that sounds easy, but 2 to 3 minutes is really a long time. And that's what your one of your challenges will be, to practice gratitude 2 to 3 times a day. Abby just said, I'm grateful for my little girl. There you go. She's grateful for her little girl. We have so many things to be grateful for. And when you do that, Wendy says, I'm creating a space of connection and love and preparing for my upcoming classes. And I'm grateful to serve in this way. So Wendy is one of my team that's coming to Mago. Yes. Joseph is grateful for warm socks. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah. So Wendy's coming to Mago as one of my team, and she's grateful, that the space that she's creating for her classes, she's grateful that she's able to serve. And then we have Joseph, who says, I'm grateful for socks. And that's what we're talking about, Lilia, great. I'm thankful for you, my family, my friends all over the world. Come on, keep them coming, because gratitude raises not only your vibration, but it raises my vibration. And when we do this gratitude stuff together, it raises everyone's vibration. So when we, vibration, when we can hold that energy, and that gratitude of, I'm grateful for socks, I'm grateful for service, I'm grateful that I can sleep today, I'm grateful for my daughter, I'm grateful for you, my friends and family, I'm grateful. Hi, everyone. Hello, Christopher. What are you grateful for? And so I am so grateful, that I can get the opportunity to talk to so many people. Homemade food made with love. Joseph, I love that. Homemade food made with love. Yeah. So think about what you're grateful for, and then do the gratitude for 2 to 3 minutes. And it's not Katye Anna science. Scientists, Christopher is grateful for his kids. Wendy, I'm grateful for the warm sun. There you go, streaming down through my window. And we all get this, remember, we share collectively. Susan, thank you. I'm grateful for the energy you're sending me and the pain. It's opening me more. Well, I wanna talk about that. When people say I'm grateful for the pain, I know some people believe that you shouldn't avoid the pain. The pain is a part of life, and yes, in the duality that we live, pain is a part of life. But I believe that when we say I'm grateful for pain, we're almost inviting more of it in. And is that the way you really want to learn your lessons? The pain is telling you something. The pain, whenever we have pain in the physical body or an emotional pain, it's telling you that something's out of alignment with love. So I would reframe that, Susan, to I'm grateful for the lessons learned through pain, and I don't need them anymore. I don't need to learn any more lessons through pain. I release that now. I do not need to learn any more lessons through pain. And I'm gratitude. I'm just aware of what it's teaching me. Okay, and that's good. And that's good. So I hear what you're saying, that the pain is signaling you something that, okay, something's out of alignment here. And that's true. So pain can be a great indicator of something going wrong. So you're not grateful for the pain. You're grateful that you're learning, you're getting the signs from the pain. Yes, you don't need the pain. And again, that's one of the hard things for people to learn. When I teach a lot of classes, we talk about this, and people will say, but Katye Anna, Helen in particular, she gets really frustrated because she's living in a lot of pain. And when you live in that pain, it's all you can focus on, right? Because you're hurt, your body hurts. And that's when you really have to be able to use meditation, relaxation, because when your body is hurting, you're already in fight or flight. Just the thought of your body hurting, okay? Your body's being triggered by something, and maybe you've twisted it, but again, you go to that area and go, okay, where is that pain at? Knees are about not being flexible. Knees are about not moving forward. Shoulders and necks, that's about the weight of the world. And so the lower back is all about issues we don't want to look at, And so these crinks and this pain that we feel from muscles and tendons and bones and everything all have something to teach us, okay? However, if you focus on the pain, what happens? And this is about conscious creating again, because we're reactive. And so when we get that pain, the fight or flight kicks in, and we go, oh my God, I really hurt. That's the time to step back, start breathing, lay your hands on yourself. I don't care if you're attuned to Reiki or not. Laying your hands on your body, and it doesn't have to be on the spot. Laying your hands on your body signifies to the body-mind that you want it to relax. And when you're in pain, you're not relaxing. When you're in pain, what about pain in your spinal cord? Same thing. That pain in the spinal cord, is telling you something. And again, locate it. Is it behind the third chakra? Is it behind the heart chakra? Is it at the neck? Locate along that spinal cord where that pain is. And that's going to tell you a lot through the chakras, okay? And so when you're in pain, do not focus on the pain, but instead move away from it. Catch your breath, put your hands on your body, and do some kind of meditation. And yes, if you have medicine you need to take for the pain, take it. The important thing is, so many people in our world don't want to take medicine. And I don't take a lot of medicine. But when I have, some pain area, I will take, Tylenol or something. Because when you can get your body out of the pain thing, let's see, what you focus on expands. No pain, just love. Prefer to focus on that. I agree, Susan, but the process is the pain alerts you that something's out of alignment. That's an indicator, a red flag. If you have physical pain anywhere, just slow down. To slow down your body, to slow down your life. And that means to lay in your chair, to lay in your bed, put your hands on yourself, Listen to a guided meditation. Listen to something that calms you down, because the body is in fight or flight now. And the body is sending too much cortisol and too much adrenaline to that pain spot, literally. And so it's expanding the pain. And so you don't want to focus on the pain. You want to go, okay, I'm in pain. What does that tell me to do? So during the 21 days, for any of you that are dealing with pain, during the 21-day challenge, light weaving over medication is a great way to tone it to your body specifically. Okay, that's great, Wendy. And Wendy's a teacher of light weaving, and she's going to be offering that. I use God's gifts of oils for pain. There you go, Julie. And again, there's so much that we can share with each other, and so, again, we are creative beings. And we've given that creativity away. It was schooled out of us. And we come together in a group like this where we're very creative and we can share these different ways of dealing with pain. But again, what happens to most people, we're talking about reactive here. What happens to most people is they react to the pain and they get pulled into the pain cycle. And all they focus on is the pain, and then that gets the fight or flight more upset, and everybody gets upset. You see the cycle with pain? And so when you're in any kind of physical pain, stop what you're doing. But we don't, do we? Nope, we don't. We do not stop what we're doing. Part of the problem with diseases is we get a lot of signs that something's out of alignment in our body before it hits the physical body. But we don't stop. And part of conscious creating is being aware of not only the world, but what's going on in your own body. What's going on around you. Okay? So anytime that you're in some kind of physical pain or dealing with some kind of disease process, it is an indicator from soul. Stop. Something's out of alignment. And then your responsibility is what can you do to bring it back into alignment. Susan says, yeah, we're stubborn. We try to, yeah. And where did we get that? That is an old, outdated belief. That's something we were taught. That's an agreement, especially, man, at least I'm a woman and I'm allowed to be in physical pain. But men, they were taught, suck it up, Johnny, just keep doing it. And many people were taught that. No, pain is an indicator that something's out of alignment. That's all it is. It's an indicator that something's out of alignment. And now that there's some kind of block at that area, at that emotional area. Okay? So, again, during this 21-day challenge, be aware of what the body-mind is telling you. We're going to be talking about ways to reduce stress. I know that Susan, who's on here, Susan, put on when and where you're going to be doing your, she's going to be teaching about meditation and resilient readers. Man up. Gosh, I just like that phrase, man up. Think about that. Why would any woman say man up? Can you explain that to me, Susan? Man up. And what the heck does that mean? That means suck it up, suck it in. Amen. Was taught pain is a weakness leaving the body. Pain is a weakness, Pain is just an indicator that something is out of alignment. It's a physical indicator, but it's an indicator. And when we have pain in our body, it means we have really been ignoring something for a very long time. Think about that. We have been ignoring something for a very long time. Yes, it's disgusting. We're all human. What do you mean with that, Susan? If I could, I'd bring you on here right now to have this little chat. I don't know how to do that. But Susan, what's disgusting? We're all human? Or that we had these old, outdated beliefs that we were taught to suck it up? My family used to do, and it was never a spoken rule, but somewhere I imprinted it. Smile if it kills you. Part of conscious creating is not smiling if it kills you. That's reactive creating. Conscious creating is being real with what you're feeling. Joseph put something on there about a meditation and visualize it dissolving. I meant with the man up phase. Yeah, that's this guy. Well, right. But that means man up, which means I don't even know what man up means. I guess it means act like a man and be strong. Is that what it means, Susan? Suck it up, be like a man, be strong. Well, what does that tell us about our men? I raised a son, and he has a very, very good balance of yin yang. He has a very good balance of feminine energy, and many men that I know do, and so I love it. Christopher says, yep, and so here we are, conscious creators, and we want to learn a new way. And the way really isn't new, but it is the way of love. And so for the next 21 days, you're committing to being a conscious creator. You're going to commit to some of these challenges, may be easy for you. Right speech is going to be on day 4. We're going to talk about right speech. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about the 10 to 20 minute day, startup for your day. On day 5, day 6, we're going to talk about bringing more beauty into your life. Susan, yes, because they're men and have a penis, they're not supposed to feel. Oh my God, Susan, I know you don't believe that. What does not feeling have to do with having a penis, Oh, don't get me flagged on Facebook. But an old outdated belief, they're not supposed to feel. See, I didn't have that because I had a daddy who felt a lot. And again, like I said, with my son, I taught him it was okay for him to cry. And he can still cry. And so, those are old outdated beliefs we have about men, and talk about conscious creating. It is identifying some of these limiting beliefs we have about each other as men and women. I will not have anything to do, more power to you if you're down this road. But when I see people talking about women power, it's time women take their power back. That's not conscious creating. That's not, I know you hate that phrase, Susan. That's not conscious creating. When we talk about women taking their power back, that's reactive creator. See the difference? A conscious creator understands that I come together with my brothers in harmony. And we talk about our differences. And we talk about, the real issues that women and men are both facing. But again, I do not participate in anything that does divide. Okay? If it's, this side and this side, and that's not conscious creating. So that might be something I have to teach more about, but when you, oppose anything, you're now going against the forces. And when you're in opposition to anything, you can say that's not in alignment. Then the next thing as a conscious creator is to say, that is not in alignment. I will not give it my energy. And then you go over here and you say, okay, what do I really want to create? I want to create a world where men and women are equals, where women have the same beautiful value in the workplace as men do. And men are allowed to be emotional. How many times have you ever seen a man break down at work? But I bet you've seen a woman break down at work. And so it's about coming together, and allowing each other to learn from each other, to have these conversations in love. That's going to be another one of the challenges. Speaking only in love. If you can't stay in love for the next 21 days, keep your mouth shut. You might even want to keep a record of how many times you have to keep your mouth shut. If it doesn't uplift, motivate, encourage, you're not gonna say it. You're not gonna write it in a Facebook blog. You're not gonna, share it with anybody. Sure, you can write your own journal, but during the next 21 days, if it's not in love, My dove just came to the window. If it's not in love, you know, there's that sign, a dove just came. There's Susan just put on here, holding space with Abby and Sue on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. And she put down the link, and it says, tomorrow's show is on meditation. T.Y. Katie for letting us post you. Of course, you know, again, we can only succeed together. If you're somebody that's taking this 21-day challenge and you have a class that you believe will help other people, by all means, post it on this site. That's a part of the 21-day challenge. Coming together, you know, knowing we need each other to succeed. And people, we can only do this together. And if you're afraid of competition, then you're missing the boat. If you're afraid to share somebody's link, like I just shared, then you have some reactive creating there that you need to look at. Okay? Because conscious creators know we can only succeed together. And that means, like, I saw that Ricky, you know, I know she's on this, but she's creating some kind of really cool Facebook group with 2 other people. And of course I shared it, and if I had the information, I'd share it right now here. So Ricky, if you're hearing this, please come back to my site and put it on. We're here to do this together, you know. That's what conscious create, where you're not afraid of the competition. Competition, where does that come from? That, you know, is, you know, again, the sports and all that, there's got to be a winning side, there's got to be a losing side. I hate it when at the World Series, these people were great and they go away as losers. David Closer. Oh, David, I'd love you to come on sometime and talk about this. He has written a book about the mental art of sports. And it's amazing. If I had the link, I would put a link to his book, to his work, because he has spent the last 10 years of his life trying to help children understand the mental art of sports, and not about the winning and losing side of it. And let me tell you, he has his work cut out, because parents don't want their kids to be on the losing team, right? That's an old outdated belief there. That's a reactive creating, if I ever heard of one. David is awesome, Susan. And if you know his link to his book, you know, please put it on. Because again, he's someone that has been working to teach a different way in sports. It's not about winning and losing. And I agree, he has his work cut out for him, but he is teaching, you know, something that's valuable, that our children and our teenagers can really, if they understand this, you know, that it's not the value of winning and losing, which is what we value. It's that I show up and I swing that bat. I show up and I kick that ball, and I do the best that I can do. And isn't that what we're all here? Isn't that what we're all here for? To show up every day and do the best that we can do. Joy Eufema, she's another amazing person on this planet. And she opened up the York House AIDS Hospice years ago, 24 years ago. Wendy just said, I think competition and not supporting others comes from fear of there not being enough. Sure, Wendy, I would agree with that. I mean, but here the thing is, you know, if you can teach your children that it's about showing up and doing their best, and if they can walk away knowing they did their best, isn't that all that matters? You know, and so Joy Eufema taught me something 24 years ago. She said, Katie, if you can begin looking that each person is doing the best they could be at that time, how freeing would that be? How freeing would that be, that we're all showing up, doing the best we can, and we look at the other person and say that to them. Christopher said, no, if they win, that's fine, and we are defending how we handle the loss and walk away with our head held high. I agree. But Christopher, our children aren't taught to walk away with their head held high. You know, they're not taught that. They're taught that You know, the parents will go, man, if you only would have done this, if you would have done this. And so David Closer is teaching this great, you know, coming together through baseball, through sports, and teaching spiritual lessons. How cool is that? You know, and so this is conscious creating. And so please, if you know anyone out there that is offering something that's in alignment with love, let's get it out there. You know, it's not about competing against each other. It's about helping each other shine on this planet, helping each other, you know, be the best that they can be. You know, my retreat that's coming up, and oh my God, I can't believe it. In less than a month, I'll be in Sedona. I can only make that happen with people who first, you know, Mago for having an amazing retreat center, and two, for people who choose to come, you know, and then all the people who share my posts and my blogs to get the information out that on April 22nd in Sedona, Arizona, there's going to be a life transforming retreat. We're coming together in community of love with the spirit of cooperation, knowing that we will all leave that retreat center changed. And I hope at the end of these 21 days, you will leave this challenge knowing that these things that we're teaching you have changed your life for the better. And at the end of the day, isn't that what I want as a teacher? To know that my work has changed your life for the better. I love you all. I look forward to the next 21 days. You know, come onto this site. It is Conscious Creating with Katye Anna. And take the challenge. Take the 21-day challenge. You know, it's about converging in love. It's about taking responsibility. And it's about knowing we can only succeed together. We're going to have fun. Now, before we close for the day, I just want to see as many people throw in there gratitude again. I am grateful that today I have the opportunity to be in a physical body on this planet. I am grateful that I get to go out and look at my great-granddaughter and my daughter and my granddaughter who all live with me. I'm grateful for Stephen. I'm grateful for Susan. I'm grateful for Wendy being here. I'm grateful that Joseph is grateful for socks because it makes me laugh. I'm grateful, you know, that I have the opportunity to share my work with each one of you. I love you too, Susan, and we can only succeed together. So during these 21 days, begin to look at your beliefs about community and coming together in the spirit of love and cooperation. Wendy, Susan just said she's grateful for life, breath, for body, love, friends, and growing. Wendy is grateful for all of you and the love you bring to the planet. And I'll bet you Wendy's grateful for that grandson of hers she has around a lot. She gets to go to his sports games and everything. And you might want to get David's book for him. Anyone who has a child that is playing sports, again, check out David Closer and his great book. And I wish I knew the name of it, but I know it has to do with you know, the art of sports. Okay, so hopefully somebody will find the name of it and put it on this with the link to it. Because again, I believe as conscious creators, we all need to know that we are all winners. And to be a winner means that we look at people, all people, and say, you know what? We all did the best we can. We all did the best we can at the end of the day. I'm grateful for my kids and my family. So, okay, I'll see you here again tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Remember, use those, you know, spiritual keys, converge in love today. Take responsibility for your emotions and know that we can only succeed together. Oh, he's gorgeous. Yes, David is also gorgeous looking. Right, Susan? He's a very, very handsome man, but he also has this beautiful spirit about him. And he has worked so hard to get this message about the mental art of the game, and it has a lot to do with emotions, and showing up every day, just prepared to do your best. And at the end of the night, at the end of the game or whatever, that I did my best. So today, go out there, people, and live the best life you can. Be creative, be expansive, be beautiful, be bold, be courageous. All right? I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak to you in this way. May we go forth and be conscious creators of love. Thank you, everyone.